You are a motivational speaker. You are a trainer. You are a thought leader. You are a pastor. You are a coach. Now, what you want meeting planners and speakers bureaus to book you. You want companies to seek you out for your ideas. You want people to call you on the phone because they want to buy your coaching service. You want association to call you, to book you to speak at their conventions, their annual events. How do you actually orchestrate or design your business that way so you can get enough attention to get those calls? That's what I'm about to share with you right now. Okay, when speakers, coaches, consultants, pastors, they call me because they want to take their speaking business to the next level. This is actually the first concept that I break down for them. I unpack it for them. And that's the concept you are about to learn here. What is it? Well, if you want to get invited to speak on stages, you want people to call you because they want to buy your coaching services. You want companies to bring you in because they want you to train their employees or because they want you to keynote their employee meeting. You want associations to call you. If you want all of that to happen, you must be a creator. Okay, don't tune me out when I say be a creator. You probably have heard that before, right? Just focus, stay with me because I'm going to break it down for you. You see, the word author comes from the word authority. So that means when you are a creator, you are an author with authority. There are two groups of people in this world. The first group, they are the consumers. And by definition, consumers consume. They spend money. On the other hand, creators create. They make money. Here's what I want you to get here right now. If you are not creating, you cannot make an impact. You cannot. Listen, how would people ever know that you exist to call you to speak if they have never come across anything that you have created? How would your family members, your co-workers, your friends, how would they ever go to the boss or the bosses or the president of their association and promote you? They cannot because they don't have anything. That's why you must have tangible, physical things to promote you. That's why you must create things so that they can go and promote you. Now, when I say create, I don't really mean just physical things, although you need to create physical things. I also mean services. You can create all kinds of services. Like, you don't have to be a speaker to be a creator. You don't have to be a trainer to be a creator. If you are a cake decorator, you create. Creators impact. Consumers don't impact. Consumers don't make a difference because they are only consuming. Think about it this way. People like Oprah Winfrey, Mark Zuckerberg, some of the pastors that you admire, some of the thought leaders that you admire. I'm thinking of Dale Bronner. I spoke at a conference for him last year. When I was there, he was the opening keynote speaker. I mean, the man is a prolific creator. You see all the tangible assets that he created, including the buildings, not just the church. They have an auditorium that is like so amazing. He has so many books and so many audios and so many CDs. Think of people like T.D. Jakes. Think of people like Creflo Dollar and Joel Osteen. They create. They have so many videos on YouTube. They write so many books. The people you admire, the people you follow, those people are creators. Some of the pastors you see out there, they are struggling because they don't have anything. They have never written a book. In fact, I have a lot of pastors. They come to me so I can coach them and help them write the books. they've never created a CD. Can you believe this? This guy is preaching every Sunday and he doesn't have some kind of CD or DVD sets. This guy is preaching every Sunday, but he doesn't have a YouTube channel with all those videos. And believe it or not, yeah, there are some pastors, there are some preachers out there, they don't have anything. They don't have any tangible assets. And they wonder why they are really struggling. New members cannot come to the church if they don't know about you. Existing members, they cannot go out there and promote you and talk about the pastor and say, hey, you need to go watch my pastor. You need to get this book from my pastor. Oprah Winfrey became who she is because she's a prolific creator. Now, if you were creating a show every single day, right? After 20 years, you would have that many shows. You would automatically get instant recognition. You would get a lot of attention and you would get invited to speak in a lot of places. It would happen that way for you automatically. People like Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, Larry Page, the co-founder of Google, and Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett, and Richard Branson, and all those peoples out there who are changing the world. They are prolific creators. They are constantly coming up with new ideas and new concepts that they are introducing in the marketplace. The consumers keep consuming those things, and that's why those people are big in terms of status. Let me put it another way for you. Look at the countries that are struggling in the world. They are the countries with a lot of consumers and few creators. On the other hand, the countries that are thriving, I'm thinking about China as an example. China is the most powerful country in the world now because they have the most creators. They have so many factories and so many manufacturers. They are constantly creating. Look, go to Walmart and you will see probably 75 to 85% of the things in Walmart, they are from China. Now, I don't really know for a fact it's 75 or 55 or 65. It might be 90%. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is most of everything you see, if you look at the label, you would say made in China. That's why China is doing so great. Now, the question may be for you, Renee, what you said create. I need to be a creator. Tell me what to create. Well, create anything. You can create a CD or some CDs. Listen, I remember my first product when I first started speaking some 20 years ago was a quotation pack. I took about 52 quotes, and I print them on 8.5 by 11. I went to Kinko's and I made some copies on neon bright card stock, and I shrink wrapped them. I was selling them for $10. People were buying them. They were taking those quotes home with them. I had a green card, and there's a whole story about my green card because when I became a US citizen, they took away my green card and I wanted to keep it as a souvenir. They didn't want to give it to me. I said, well, I'm going to print my own green cards. And I have those plastic, shiny, hard green cards, and I have some personal development ideas on the front and the back. I was giving them away for free. Then I noticed people were asking me one for the cousin, the brother, the sister, the wife, the husband, the co-workers, and they were taking like 4, 5, or 10 of them. That's when I realized I need to sell this. And I started selling them for $5 and people were buying them. The first book I wrote was what you call an anthology. Basically, I had a bunch of speakers and we each wrote a chapter and we put them together and we wrote a book on leadership. Then I wrote another book, No Condition is Permanent. Then I went ahead and wrote another book, then another. And I read my book, one of my main books. I read it. I had 6 CDs in a package. I created a DVD. I created an audio, like a live presentation. You don't have to be on a stage to create those things. You can create anything right now. You have the technology available to you. By the way, I know one of your objections may be, Rene, I don't have $1,000 to buy a lens for a camera. I don't have $2,000 to buy a video camera. I don't have the money. I don't have the equipment. How do I create? Well, guess what? You don't need any equipment. You don't need any money to create, because you already have in your hands the most sophisticated video camera that there is. It's called your cell phone, your iPhone or your Galaxy or your smartphone. Did you know that you can create Hollywood production quality movie with your phone, your smartphone? In fact, there are movies right now they are shooting on the iPhone or the Galaxy or whatever smartphone. So there's nothing stopping you when it comes to technology. It's not money. Also, the smartphone has an audio recorder right in there. You can buy a microphone, a lapel microphone, just like this one I'm wearing here, and you can put it on your smartphone. Of course, it has to be one designed for a smartphone, and plug it in there, and you speak. You write 10 points, and then you just read and you speak, you comment, you talk about them, and then you create a CD. You can create a DVD. Now, another objection that you may have, which I understand, you probably are thinking, I'm a little shy, Rene. I can't really stand in front of a video camera like you and have a conversation as if I'm talking to a person when there's nobody. Well, I got you. I understand. Guess what? I was afraid of the video camera just like you probably are. Oprah Winfrey was afraid of the video camera. She was not always a natural at speaking in front of a video camera, including all the other people you see out there. You should have seen their first attempt. My first video was so horrible. I don't remember how many times I kept redoing it until finally I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to create videos and put them out there. There's a saying that goes like this: you don't have to be good to start, but you have to start to be good. Did you hear that? The more you do it, the better you will get. Another objection you might have, I don't know, you might say, Rene, well, I don't have a name, like people don't recognize my name. When I create something, who's going to view my video? Who's going to read my special report? Who's going to buy my CD? I get that, but guess what? It really doesn't matter. The reason you are creating is because you are trying to position yourself. You are trying to get attention. You do not get attention by having a bunch of information in your head. Let's talk about you don't have a name, or people don't know you, or you are not getting enough views. I'm thinking of a young lady who called me. She wanted to secure my coaching services. And she said, I got discouraged and I shut down my YouTube channel because people were not watching my videos. I said to her, how many views were you getting per videos? She said about 50 views, about 65 views. Now, I want you to think about this. 55 views or 65 views, that's an audience. That is an audience. If you had 65 people to speak, you had an audience of 50 people, that would be pretty good. What you need to keep in mind is like this. If you open a store, there's nothing in the store. It's empty. When people walk in, they will walk out immediately because there was nothing in the store. On the other hand, if the store is full of stuff, more and more and more and more people will keep coming. What am I saying here? What I'm saying is this. If you keep creating, the more stuff you have, the more people begin to view you as the expert. The more people pay attention to you, credibility and authority. That's why you need to create, because if you don't create anything, nobody pays attention to you. You don't really make a difference. You are not impacting because you are just a consumer. Consumers don't make money. Consumers don't get invited to speak on stages. Have you ever thought about that? Consumers don't change lives. Look at the history of the world and you will see the people who are transforming or who have transformed the world. Even if you're talking about somebody like Dr. King, those people, they started a movement that people buy into the movement. Dr. King is different because he was a prolific creator as well. He had so many books and CDs and he was constantly creating, coming up with new ideas, new ways. That's what you need to do. Did you get what I just shared with you? It's profound. Don't take it light. If you enjoyed this video, you like the concept of being a creator versus being a consumer, subscribe to my channel so that when I put new videos, you would be one of the first few people to know about it. Subscribe, like, and comment. Take care. Have a good one.